What if you're already being manipulated right now? Not in an obvious way, not through threats, not through force, but through words, through tone, through reactions you don't question. Most people think manipulation feels aggressive. It doesn't. Real manipulation feels calm. It feels familiar. It feels safe. And that's why it works. Dark psychology isn't about reading minds or predicting the future. It's about understanding how humans influence, manipulate, and control each other. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. It happens in friendships, in relationships, at work, even in everyday conversations. And the most dangerous part? The person being manipulated often believes they are in control. Manipulators don't rush. They observe. They listen. They study how you speak. What makes you laugh? What makes you defensive? They notice what you need. Approval, validation, security. And then they become the person who provides it. This is where the first tactic begins. One of the most powerful manipulation tools is called mirroring. They mirror your body language, your tone of voice, your emotional energy. If you speak slowly, they slow down. If you joke, they joke. If you open up, they appear to do the same. Your brain reads this as similarity, and similarity creates trust. This isn't connection, it's calibration, because when you trust someone, you stop questioning them. Think about someone you instantly liked. You felt understood, validated. They shared your opinions, your humor, your way of thinking. But slowly, they started influencing decisions, guiding conversations, reframing situations. And by the time you felt something was wrong, you were already emotionally invested. That's mirroring. Once trust is established, manipulation evolves. Gaslighting is the next step. It's the process of making you doubt your own perception, your memory, your judgment. You're overreacting. That never happened. You're imagining things. At first, you resist. Then, you hesitate. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. And when you doubt yourself, you rely on them. The human mind seeks stability, certainty. When reality feels unstable, we cling to the most confident voice in the room. Manipulators know this. They stay calm, even when they lie. Confidence replaces truth. So, how do you protect yourself? Watch patterns, not words. Notice how people react to boundaries. Healthy people respect them. Manipulators challenge them. Write things down. Trust your instincts. Distance yourself from constant confusion. Manipulation thrives in silence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Manipulation isn't rare. It's subtle, and it often comes from people you trust. But once you recognize the tactics, they lose their power. Not all manipulation is logical. Some of it is emotional. Manipulators learn what makes you feel guilty, what makes you feel responsible, what makes you afraid of losing people. Then they press those buttons slowly. They don't ask directly. They imply. They sigh. They withdraw. and suddenly, you feel like you owe them something. That's not empathy. That's emotional control. One of the most underrated manipulation tactics is silence. Not responding, pulling away, withholding attention. Silence creates anxiety, and anxious people try to fix things. They apologize, they explain, they overgive. Meanwhile, the manipulator gains control without saying a word. Here's the part most people don't like to hear. Intelligent people are often easier to manipulate because they overthink. They rationalize red flags. They try to understand instead of stepping away. Manipulators rely on this. They create confusion, not chaos. Confusion keeps you engaged. Clarity sets you free. Manipulation only works when it stays invisible. The moment you recognize the pattern, the moment you stop explaining yourself, the moment you choose clarity over comfort, their power begins to fade. Dark psychology is dangerous, but awareness is protection. They may be playing a game, but now, you know the rules. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.